Children of the past several decades have loved video games. Over the years, they've grown and had a lot more creativity and versatility. From Pong to Pac-Man to Mario Galaxy, the game's evolution is astounding. But what if I told you that there was a game show solely dedicated to video games, one that even challenged you to directly be in one? Well, then look no further than 1991's Nickelodeon Arcade. Nickelodeon Arcade is a game show that ran throughout the early 90s, hosted by Fillmore and Universal Orlando. This show revolved around general trivia, visual puzzles, and of course, challenges of video games. To start each of the 2 rounds, one player is chosen to play a face-off game, whether it be based off Pong or a racing game. The player with the highest score has control, otherwise tiebreaker questions occur. The double teams of 2 have to move their avatar Mikey across 2 game boards where the prizes, puzzles, pop quizzes, and video challenge are placed to get the goal. After the end of the 2 rounds, whichever team has the most points moves on to the video zone, the game show's final round. There are 3 levels that must be cleared in the video zone, the final of which is the boss stage hosted by the video game wizard. Should the team get through all 3 levels, they win 2 valuable prizes along with a grand prize, mostly a trip to the studio itself. But along the way, they can get $50 for each item that they grabbed. During video challenges, the host would often sing an improv ditty based on the game or the results, presumably due to his chance to show off his fun personality on camera. This has become the most memorable thing about the show amongst fans. Speaking of video games, a lot of games that they used were brand new and hoped that the program would plug them as well. Sonic, Toki, Dino Land, Ghost Pilots, Mystical Ninja, just to name a few. The videos was also relatively popular due to the sole concept of children being in a video game. Amidst all the games of catching coins or rings, removing circuits, hitting elves, taking bananas, there were a lot of creativity made by the video zone and was very advanced for its time, let alone before the 2000s. Around 2009, episodes of the show appeared on Dailymotion, and new fans were beginning to enjoy the show. New reviews and videos were coming about Nick Arcade, and it was going well. Last year, though, the streaming service Paramount Plus released all of the episodes on their channel, meaning anyone could no longer have to wait to find episodes. All 84 episodes from both seasons were available to watch anytime, aside from the ads. The reason that I say this is up for the next section. After its main run, reruns of Nickelodeon Arcade would play until September of 1997, where it was later moved to Nick Gas from 1999 to 2007. Many torrents of Nick Arcade were made from 2005 to the end of Nick Gas, and were then put online for archival reasons. All the episodes that reran were online, with the exception of 20 episodes that never aired on the channel. The reason for this was due to copyright issues with some of the music videos that were featured, even though it's at most 5 seconds of that. Eventually, in 2009, one missing Season 2 episode appeared on Turbo Nick, one part of Nickelodeon Online. Then a Season 1 episode was put on iTunes in 2013. Later on, 5 various episodes were found via VHS recordings from 1997. Ultimately, the last 13 episodes were uncovered thanks to Paramount Plus, presumably because they were finally able to clear all the music rights. What I still find interesting is how the 1997 recordings survived. those VHS copies were not meant for archiving, but simply personal enjoyment, as this would be the case with a lot of old tapes of children's media being uploaded. Nick Arcade is a pretty awesome game show, and I'm glad that people are starting to enjoy the show nowadays. It was a pretty awesome show for its time, but it has held up quite well. Hopefully the show could be given a reboot, especially with Phil. There was a lot of neat stuff that today's kid could be introduced to, and I think it's very feasible. Hopefully we will get some more action into the show now.